Alright, how's it going? It's definitely been a while. Hello. Today, why do I have this so? Yeah, that's because it isn't. Too wide is. How wide is too wide? I don't know. Is this still too wide? Nah, I think this is okay. From the distance, this is fine. So, hello everybody. Actually, I want to record. Hello everybody. My name's Oscar. Here I am streaming on my personal channel, but this video is gonna go on Brand Makers. So welcome to Brand Makers, the channel where I help fellow content creators to find the right gear and learn how to use them, as well as the platforms you're using as well as the platforms themselves. So for today, we're gonna continue our series. Actually, this is actually the first stream I'm recording, but we're going to be going through the entire series of TAMRON E-Mount lenses for Sony interchangeable lens series of cameras. So going from full frame to APS-C, everything in between. We've already gone through Sigma. We've already gone through Sony native lenses. So now we're just going to go through some TAMRON, and depends on how many lenses TAMRON has. We may even go through Viltrox, because right now, currently myself, I'm actually looking into getting a new lens, specifically an ultra-wide lens. And out of all the E-mount lens options out there, there are tons, by the way, tons. So what do I do about that? Well, easy. If you're me, go through every single one out there on the internet and make a whole entire spreadsheet of the focal lengths, equivalent focal lengths, prices, and everything in between that I think is necessary, as this data will also be used for reference in the future whenever I make topics about lenses and stuff like that. Now, me personally, lenses is a very difficult thing to say, because as somebody who started using interchangeable lens camera in the past year, getting a new lens has been a challenge. Specifically right now, outside of my workhorse, the 18-105 OSS f4, what's next? Ultra wide, right? The range the range that is wider than 18mm or 27mm equivalent on the APS-C form factor. And if one day I have more money, maybe I'll get the telephoto lens that goes even further than 100mm or 150mm equivalent for APS-C. But anyway, if you guys just like to hang out and enjoy the content, make sure to subscribe to Brand Makers and my personal channel if you want to hang out for streams. But for Brand Makers specifically, again, it's a channel that's dedicated to gear, techniques, philosophies when it comes to creating content. Because you know there are a lot of options and a lot of ways out there. So come figure it out with me, right? Alright, switching lenses. I don't know why I said it like that. So here we switch to the footage from a ZV-1 Mark 1. I have been really enjoying this camera a lot, but this is not the video to do that. The video for the video talking about my experience using these cameras will be in the next one. So let's get into it. Damn, I should have faded. But yeah, so this is my spreadsheet. Currently, I've gone through the Sony lineup of lenses as well as the Sigma lineup of lenses. And as you can see at the bottom here, I've actually sorted it each spreadsheet. After I finished a spreadsheet, I sorted it out. So I should technically do that again. I'll separate Tamron out when I finish it as well. So here we got E-mounts. Every single lens will go here. And then a sort by millimeter. This is by focal length. Alright. And then Sony E-mount exclusive and Sigma E-mount exclusive. So you might notice color as well. These are the lenses that I personally have my eyes on when it comes to like, these are the lenses that I kind of want, both for their affordability and both for their lens quality, right? What I want, focal length, aperture, and etc, etc. So for today's topic, we're gonna go through E-mount lenses specifically. And my only question is whether or not I need to look through here, because okay, typing it at the same time is definitely annoying. You gotta be honest. Lens category all series. Okay, so we'll follow it as the list entails from top to bottom. Is this all the lenses for E-mount? Is this all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's actually not a lot. That's like, look at this. Look at this. Sigma, counting from the top, okay, -1. There's about 42 lenses. Sony, crazy, they have 70, right? So now Tamron surprisingly is easier. So we might even have time to go through the Viltrox series as well. So I also have reference here for myself. I actually don't have any extra monitors or anything, so actually let us do this. Let's put this back. Don't know why it needs to make an empty window. Hide a bit of it so that anything that doesn't really matter doesn't have to matter either. But we're doing this. Right, let's shift this here. It's a third. I guess it's fine. Can we accept the horror? See, this is a part of the content creation part, you know? I guess I'll do this. It's fine. It's fine, whatever. Okay, this is what it looks like, alright? So currently we're gonna be going through mainly these two particular 3 pages. US price. So here's what info there I usually put into this research, right? So things from the model number, the brand, the series they're in. Like let's say if it's Sigma, it's the DCDN Contemporary. If it's Sony, you can say it's E-Mount, PZ Power Zoom, Gold series or G Master, and then OSS or no OSS, right? For example. Then focal length, F equivalent, category, aperture, prime or zoom, which is very important when it comes to understanding like which it affects prices and also affects like how clear it is, because a dedicated lens for one specific focal length and one specific like max aperture is definitely different than a zoom lens that has to compensate for everything. That's it. I love zooms, so what do I know? Release date is just for my research. I actually don't really care anymore about the release date, because a lot of them don't actually write. Either that or I'm just too lazy to write it down. For now, release date is not very important, but I will finish off the detail eventually. Price, USD, and Malaysian ringgit, which is my currency. Very important, again, very important for me, because I'm researching this for myself, and if any Malaysians need help in finding a lens, I think the info will be helpful eventually. Alright. Is it a good idea to use B&H as the template though? Sure, I'll use B&H. Since I'm using a specific like seller to gauge. Okay, let's start here. So the first lens listed on the left is the Tamron 18 to 300. Let me put my arm here. 18 to 200 millimeter f. I don't know why the slash is there. 3.5 to 6.3 DI. I actually don't know what that means just yet. I should probably research a bit. 3-A, VC, VXD. Okay, so since we're here, let's look at what the heck some of these words even mean. Angle of view, and blah 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 blah. This is not what I need. I don't need the glossary. That's kind of too deep for me. No. As so many recent lenses have multiple features, it would be impossible to write them all down. Also, having abbreviations means you don't have to go through the entire camera manual, blah blah blah. Okay, SP, DI, VC, and USD. Not American dollar, by the way. These abbreviations mean that it's a superior lens. It works with a full frame or crop sensor cameras and has stabilization. On top of that, it has a supersonic drive, making it fast and quiet for autofocusing. So the autofocus motors are very silent. Okay. So with little practice and this article, you'll be able to know all about a lens by looking at just the abbreviations. So Tamron lens abbreviations, there are quite a bit. Just look on the left side for now. Anomalous dispersion. AD. This lens element provides color correction, which reduces chromatic aberrations. Okay. ADH. It's combination of anomalous dispersion and a spherical lens. The hybrid nature of this special lens shape and element helps reduce and remove chromatic and aspherical aberrations. AF, this lens can autofocus. AM, this lens is able to autofocus / manual focus. AF/MF, this lens has a manual focus override. Sorry. This lens has a manual focus override, allowing you to focus and without physically switching modes. Oh, so there's a button, more like a spherical lens element that removes a spherical aberration. So it's like a lens correction, I guess. BIM, built-in motor, autofocus motor. Okay. DI, digitally integrated. DI alone is full frame. DI2 is APS-C. And DI3 is for micro four thirds or other crop sensors. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. E-band, extended bandwidth and angular dependency coding. Special lens coding reduces ghosting and flaring, improving image quality. FEC, filter effect control. A filter rotate ring allows the user to rotate a filter while the lens hood is attached. Wow. FTM, full-time manual focus. And autofocus? What? Oh, it's... Okay, I don't know what the difference that is. High index, high dispersion glass. Quote. It's like their G Master series, I guess. It's like the Sigma art versus contemporary. So similar equivalent. IF, internal focus. So I can call it something like a power zoom, but no power in the zoom, okay? LAH, low dispersion aspherical lens. Actually, let me double check the settings on this screen. Moisture resistant. These lenses are weather sealed. Alright, low dispersion. To be honest, a lot of this doesn't matter to me just much yet. Zoom lock. This says a lock on the zoom to stop it from creeping. Ooh, that's a good function. Vibration compensation. Now that's important. FVC. Ultra silent drive. USD. Ah, okay. Silent motor autofocus. Even silent. Anymore? I think that's about it. Okay. Alright, let's continue. Did I see what the VXD means? Did I pay attention? What does VXD mean again? VC means vibration compensation. Did they say VXD? What? What does VXD mean? There's no XD either. Ah, man. RXD? What am I to do with this info, guys? What am I to do with this info? Anyways, continue. So going into the lens itself. Seriously, what does the VXD mean? Okay, visual compensation. Good. And vibration compensation. $67 mil. Okay. It's a good lens. The focal length range is very huge. So this is a DI 3A. What does A mean again? Doesn't even fucking say. I don't know any of this. What the heck does this even mean? VC, VXD. Oh, VXD is a type of motor, focus motor. Okay. Okay. To be honest, that's pretty annoying. Okay, anyways, 18 to 300 mil. This is a full frame lens, if I'm not mistaken. Is it a full frame lens? What? It is the first APS-C mirrorless camera lens in the world to achieve this extreme 16.6 times zoom ratio. Okay, from the widest to the tightest. So 27 to 450 millimeter equivalent. Okay, it's an APS-C lens. It's a wide to a super telephoto. Which is genuinely crazy, not gonna lie. That is definitely crazy. 6.3. I mean the variable aperture is one thing, but the lens, for outdoor people, I think this is really good. Yeah. F3.5 to 6.3. Personally, I haven't used to. I don't use apertures above 5.6 too much, even on my like f4 lens or my kit lens or whatever. Can't say too much about going too high. F8. I use F8 for food photography. Now I learned that diffraction is a thing, and F11 might be too much, but you know, depends on the lens. So the price of this lens specifically, okay, it's here. So on B&H, this is 699 ringgit. $699. Hell no, it's not ringgit, bro. Okay, so for Sony E, I'm gonna count the Malaysian price because you can. I want to say the standard more expensive price is the one I'm looking for. So for example, for this one, 18 to 300 is at 3,230 ringgit. All right. So nothing else. Move on. We'll be faster and faster the more we do, so just take note about that. Oh, there is how they say it. Okay, I'm not going deeper. Hell no. It says DI3, it's crop sensor. That's all I'll say. Okay, 28 to 200 millimeter f 2.8/5.6. This might be brighter. This is a brighter overall lens, but it's also crop factor, so don't forget. And there's no A in this one, so I assume maybe it's weaker. don't know. I don't know. The focus motor is different as well. There's no VC in this one. 28 to 200 millimeter. It counts by six. What? Let's see they write the equivalent. They don't write the equivalent. Oh, they do. It is. Something to calculate fast. .42 millimeter to 300 mil. This is a standard to telephoto. So it's f2.8 to 5.6. Don't know why I put another slash here. Another zoom. I'm not going very fast. 28 to 200. Here you are. $7.99, so it's $100 more expensive. Let's be fair, there's not as many Tamron lenses, so I think this makes things kinda easier. 3050, it's actually cheaper. Maybe it's because it's older. Am I correct? Yes, it is. Okay, next stop. This will take a while. 17 mil f4 di3 vxd. So what this means, it's a di3 lens, which is crop sensor, and it has a vxd focus motor. I don't know the difference, but good enough, I guess. Surprisingly, Sony is kind of easy to understand, like Sigma as well. Like art, contemporary. Like art is just G Master equivalent. Contemporary is like G series equivalent. Then there's the DGDN, which is full frame mirrorless. Then DCDN, which is crop factor mirrorless. DN for mirrorless, by the way. It's just easier to know. I'm just saying. So for this one, $25.5 to 75. She's not bad of a focal length, let's be fair. It's a I count this as a standard lens. Covers just the range. To be honest, I've got enough experience with the standard focal length, like equivalent standard focal length of like 24 to 70 with the ZV-1. My thoughts on this is like, it's not wide enough yet, it's also not tight enough for me. Like I like wide and I like tight. And maybe I'm supposed to separate those two lenses, but the standard focal length is just not enough for me, you know? Just a thought. Like if I'm gonna go for a zoom lens, that is. So this is f4. I almost wrote prime because of one single focal length. That's not how it goes. So this one's the 17 to 50. I believe the 17 to 70 is way more popular by default. Where is it? here it is. $699. Okay, 17 to 50, $299. Three down. About 10 to 12 more to go, I guess. Now this is one of the most popular lenses they have, especially for APS-C. 17 to 70 f2.8 DI 3A VC. Reading this is getting fucking annoying. DI3. Oh, this is actually vibration compensated. Oh. Oh. Ah. Ooh, hey, yeah. So this is like this is a wide to telephoto lens. So it's good. VC compensated means it's good. Like I would probably get this. But I really like my 18 to 105. Yeah, 105 is godsend for that reach. Just saying, but to be fair, 25.5 to 70 is a 105. It's a 105 millimeter equivalent. Wait, is it? Yes, it is. I guess it's a pretty good one. But the fact that I'm using a 105 means it's a 157.5 equivalent. That's good. That's good. But I remember they have a 70 to 200, so I guess that's where it comes into factor. Understandable. Have a nice day. f2.8, even better. So the price for USD 17 to 70 $799. Oh, the prices are always around here. $3, $4, $50. Of course, you can get lenses cheaper if you use imported. It's just how it works. As brands themselves need to go through tariffs and stuff. 20 to 40 millimeter. F2.8 seems like a good lens. No consistency, my god. Like in terms of order, like Sigma was easy. Art, contemporary, full frame, crop art, crop contemporary, and then like the old like non-mirrorless compatible lenses. That's it. It's a long list, but that was it. F2.8. Wait, I already wrote that. Fuck. My brain's not working. Okay, so this is also crop sensor. So it's 30, not 303. 30 to 60 millimeter. Yes. So this is a standard focal range. It's like the 24 to 50. Just slightly tighter. Slightly. F2.8, which is pretty good. And this is like a pure versatile lens for like street to portrait. What's the price? So this one is the 20 to 40. Can I order this? No. Fuck you. Okay, 20 to 40. $699. The price just hovers around us. $20 to $40 is $34 to $30. So this will take a while. Yeah, this will take a while. I still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 more. This brand, Tamron. Why do you make things so hard? It's just annoying. 28 to 75 mil. f2.8. I forgot the slash because you stupidly have a slash. Why do you have a slash? Is it to like differentiate it? VXD G2 Gen 2. I don't know. EI3 VXD 28 to 75 mil. Except that it's not. I think it's 42. Yep, another 42. To a 107.5. God. 112.5. Fuck me. Me and my mathematics. This lens a little too tight. The focal range is too tight for me. 28 to 75. 999. Okay, it's 899 on Sony. I guess the licensing is just cheaper here. $40.60. Okay, 35 to 150. Seems like a pretty good lens. Eh? It's so easy to type wrong. It's so different. $35 is too fucking lazy to calculate right now. 52.5. I know you're gonna be like, why is it all the way at the other side? Well, for you to see everything. Is this better for you guys? Don't even know where I am. $150 should be $275, right? Fuck me. Me and my dumb quick maths. It's plus 75, right? I was thinking plus 125 or something. Stupid brain. F2 to 2.8. Zoom. Do you guys just only have zoom lenses? Technically, I know they don't. It just feels that way. Yep, Nikon's cheaper. The licensing must be cheaper. 1899. It's expensive. It's a good aperture though. Makes sense. 35 to 150. Sony. Wow, 7,850. That's a lot. Just copying for the font. 7,850. $40.60. $70 to $180. Oh, they only have 180, right? They don't have 200 specifically. Oh, they got VC. No A though. Don't know why. Why no A? Are you not A enough? Definitely not A enough, bro. But it's also a crop sensor, so 105 to plus 90, 270 mil. It's correct. It's correct. This is pure telephoto lens. f2.8 though, pretty good. Price. Oh, you guys skip quite a bit. Sorry, it's 1199. Oh no, this is the G2 lens, so okay. The G1, the Gen 1 version is 1200. $61.80. Just get a second-hand Gen 1 version. I assume. I actually don't know if that's a good answer or not. 50 to 400. Ho ho. Not bright enough though. No A again. $75 to $600. In the case that I ever need such a lens, sure, sure. For now, maybe not. It's a super telephoto lens. f4.5 to 6.3, which is actually not that bad if in terms of like the variance in the aperture by difference. Like 4.5, 5.6, 6.3 is the average. Like stops. It's not that bad, to be honest. It's not that bad. Like around 2 stops on average. Like yeah, you can go f5. 5.6 feels about right. 6.3 is also the next stop, so again, pretty good. Like the less variance, the better in my opinion, out of like lenses right now. So like let's say if you go from 1.8 to 2.8, I'm like, yes, there's a difference, but it's not that bad of a difference. Like the Mark II of the ZV-1 is like 2.0 to 4.0. It's like It's kind of a lot. Kind of a lot. Like two whole numbers is about 3 stops. Almost. Just almost. Not consistent with my logic, I know. So this one is 50 to 400. $1,300. 50 to 400. To be honest, it's expensive. But for a zoom like this, I still not convinced the pure functional benefits besides the range, which I can see people going full range, and if they're outdoor photographer, that it's fine, to be honest. 70 to 300. This is shorter focal length. F 4.5 to 6.3. DI3. RXD. Yeah, focus motor is different. So this one is 105 to 450. Soup. I'll call this a soup. Same thing. Zoom. I feel like every single one has been a zoom for now. Uh, 70 to 300. Second page. Wait, what? That's cheap. That is dirt cheap. I mean, dirt cheap as an expression may not be completely accurate, but that's cheap as fuck for a lens this far. Okay, I actually don't. I never see. I haven't checked yet, but I feel like Sony has something similar. But 70 to 300 is a lot. The other one was 70 to 180. If I was an outdoor photographer, like, this is cheap. And until you know, like, you need even more reach, like a whole 150mm reach, this is fine. More than fine. More than fine. It's pretty good. Okay, what does SP mean again? SP. Super performance. Oh, this is now their art series lenses. I assume again. I need experience to actually tell. I haven't touched any of these lenses, so what do I know, right? But either way, I'm definitely putting SP in that freaking list of stupid numbers. $150 to $500. It's still a crop sensor lens though. I feel like I haven't reached a single non-crop sensor lens. Or does DI3 mean it's crop sensor compatible? $225 to $750. Wow. This is a ultra telephoto, in my opinion. But it's f5 to f6 6.8 lah. So 6.7. Sorry. Zoom. Genuinely, everything has been zoomed so far. How much is this? It's probably like a crazy number or something. 1,004? It's okay. Not. It's actually the most expensive. Actually, no. It's the second most expensive lens so far. But it seems reasonable for the length you're getting. Like the model length is crazy. The aperture may be not the worst, but at like the compression and the blur at that distance is crazy. Look at that. It's still under 6,000 ringgit. Okay, the 11 to 20. This one I know. Not all the letters at the back, but you know what I mean, right? There's no VC here, guys. I wonder why they don't have like vibration compensation. Maybe it's because it's too wide to give a shit. This is it's a 17.5, I think. No, 16.5. To 30. f2.8 again, good. Zoom. $699 is actually not that bad of a price. It's actually the I keep saying stuff without double checking, but it's one of the cheaper lenses. This doesn't feel that cheap, but it's 3,000 ringgit. $17 to $28. I haven't seen a single lens that's not the i3 yet. But their motors are okay. It's wide to standard. Oh, f2.8, okay. Making this shit drains you, you know? It's the boring work. Oh, you need a memory card, what? Now, why does it come with a memory card? Is this the... No, surely. No, okay, my assumption was dumb. Fuck. What am I on, bro? You can get down to under 2,000 with this. I mean, the 3,000. Oh, time for the primes. It's a macro lens, 1:2 ratio, which I don't know what that means in terms of like actual scale or real life, but sure. I don't know how to read it. I don't know what visuals I'm supposed to link that number with. It's 30 mm. It's a wide. It's the first time I only wrote wide. f2.8 prime. Fuck, this is the first time I wrote prime this whole time. $249. Oh, that is cheap. $249 is cheap. That's a 30 mil equivalent, like slightly before, like slightly wider than like a standard portrait photo. Like, well, yeah, it's a wide portrait. So Malaysian ringgit that is. 1,006. Wow, that is affordable. 24 mil f2.8 Di3 OSD M1 to 2. Okay, same thing. 24 mil, 36 millimeter equivalent. This is standard already. f2.8 prime. It should be affordable as well. $199. This is even cheaper. Even cheaper. Crazy to say. 1,004. I mean, okay, it's not that much cheaper. It's like $50 cheaper, which is not that much. But $50 is $50. I don't feel like this is all. Do they not make full frame equivalent lenses? Kinda off. What does OSD mean again, by the way? They don't even write. Anyway, let me write all the details first. So it's 35 mil. The equivalent is about 52.5, I believe. Yep. So this is a standard. All these primes are f2.8. Where's the 1.8s? It's $199 again. It's very cheap. Again, same price. Good price. Good price. Not to lie, it's good. It's a good price. Is that really it? What does the Di3 even mean? They're not connected, so I guess they're compatible with everything? For mirrorless interchangeable lens cameras. So Di3 is their DN. Okay, sure. Okay. So what about Viltrox? I don't feel like they got that much, but worth a shot. But before that, let's just do a transition. So those are all the lens options for Sony E-Mount when it comes to Tamron branded lenses. So DI3 equals to mirrorless interchangeable lens camera lenses. Sigma is equivalent to DN. So Tamron is pretty interesting. They have a lot of good lenses that they don't go too high in price, surprisingly. Like the most expensive lens from Tamron is $1,900. But that lens this one, right? Is a very specific lens. It's a very specific lens. It's 35 to 150 millimeter, f2 to 2.8. The R&D for that is kind of nuts, right? Like 2 to 2.8 is only like a slight variance in aperture. Like you only lose a fraction of a like background blur or brightness. Really isn't that bad. And like if it was a prime one aperture, easy, right? You can go for cheaper, but a zoom lens for that, it's pretty good. So the cheapest lens on their list is actually $199 for both prime lenses, 24mm to and 35mm at a $199. And if you're going for zoom lenses, which they have a lot, they have a 3 to 14 ratio, kind of nuts. The cheapest zoom lens they have is $499 for the 70 to 300, 4.5 to 6.3. Now this is a variable aperture lens again, but for that amount of money, $499. If you're going for outdoor, plus the compression, with an equivalent of 105 to 450, the reach is crazy. The reach is crazy, really good. Indoors is probably garbage. It's not a good like concert type of lens. If you really want to go low light, 70 to 180 is probably the best they have to offer. f2.8 after all. And surprising trend is that they don't have any lenses that's like wider than f2.8. They don't have a 1.8 lens, they don't have a 1.4 lens, nothing over f2.8. That's the widest they have. And the smallest aperture is f6.7, which is uniquely the widest, the furthest zoom lens they got. 150 to 500 millimeter. It's a crazy amount of zoom. Again, with the compression and the blur, 6.7, it's not that bad. In a situation where you need it, it's probably for wildlife, you know. I don't have experience for wildlife in like a savanna or an open field. In a zoo, you don't really need this. Just saying. But I'm definitely curious if one day, because I can actually afford this. It's under 3,000 ringgit. It's not that bad of a price. And this is not even counting like imported pricing. If it's imports, it's cheaper. Crazy. So since we have time, we've only barely like I think barely past an hour. Let's see. Yes, my hair always does that. I know. Let's just witness and see Viltrox's E-Mount lineup and see how big it is. If it's not that big, like if it's under 20, I think we can go through it today as well. 1, 2, 15 products, which is pretty good. Alright, we can go through this. It will just take another hour, I guess. Wow, they don't have a single Viltrox lens. Okay, we'll base this off of YL camera instead. Alright, let's start things off. Since we're here and we got the space, we're gonna do it. Viltrox. Like, I'd be super freaking tired. Like I'd be super freaking tired if I was doing 50 lenses. But this is just 15. It's easy, okay? It's I freaking faded to black. It's easy to do this. I'm looking at the wrong lens. Very easy. Okay, so let's switch back to the display. So now we're going to go through Viltrox. There's about 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wow, just right. And Viltrox is also another like ultra budget lens options for, well, for third-party lenses. And a lot of people quite like them. I still don't know just yet. Best selling is the 20mm. Oh. And then the 16mm. Oh. What about the 13mm? Not the top, surprisingly. But we'll be going by A to Z. I would say A to Z, but surprisingly I've been Americanized. So I'll just put down the number here. F1.4 series. That I the description is very China. Viltrox must be a China brand. I don't know about you. APS-C. I'll just put this. There is no other qualification level that I'm looking at. Like, there's nothing there. So okay, 13mm. The equivalent here is about plus 19.5, yeah. Plus 6.5, right? Yeah. So this one is ultra wide. A singularity. To be honest, I'm eyeing this lens as well. It's one of my options. F1.4. Very good. It's a prime. So the price here is $459, which is again pretty cheap. And Viltrox 13? You don't have it? Wait, what? Oh, it's $459 as well. Okay, I don't have to check for the American prices when I'm here, because it's right there. See, it's less than 2,000 bucks. I can afford this comfortably. I mean, I'm still paying by installment, but comfortably. I don't need the right Viltrox. 20mm f 1.8. Still don't know why the slash is there. I'll just follow the Sony way of writing it, okay? I'm too lazy to do your own thing if you don't have your own thing. This is standard. Not yet. It's still white. $399. This is actually cheaper. Oh wait, this is manual focus. Okay, Okay, now that's a difference. It's an MF lens. I believe this is an auto and manual focus. If it's manual, then understandably it's cheaper. $16.59. See, cheaper. Very much so. $23mm f1.4 E. 35. $34.5. I count this as standard lah, screw it lah. F1.4 again. Primes. Pretty cool how they're like, one's majority zoom, this one seems to be majority primes. Seems to be. I still haven't seen the zooms, if there are any. There's actually an autofocus 20mm. Godsend. Viltrox makes a whole damn light set. Did not expect this actually. Like, I don't care enough to know. No, they don't look the same. Is the Viltrox 23 even a thing? In this store, I mean. I guess that is what it is. Moving on. 33mm f1.4. This number, bro. This number. 15 plus 1.5. 15.5. What is this stupid number? My god. Fuck, I'm down by 1. Zen standard. Again, if you want primes pure for the budget, Viltrox seems like a pretty good choice, but again, so messy. 33. Oh, that is really freaking cheap. It's really cheap. That's slightly over $1,000. I know. Ever since I joined this photography / camera hobby, I see $1,000 as cheap. What is wrong with me? Yes, technically it's not bad. I can afford to buy $1,000 of stuff every month. I shouldn't, but I could. Doesn't mean I will. I will probably buy $1,000 worth of stuff every 2 months. Just to even things out, you know? See, it's not even consistent on their own site. They don't have the slash every time. Why? It's so dumb. It's absolutely ridiculous sometimes. This one's a 35. Where is it? 75, 50. I keep finding lens mounts and converters. Do you guys make that many converters? 1661. Again, not bad. But it's a full frame lens, so I'm not getting that. FE again. Their full frame lenses, they max out at 1.8. I guess 1.4 for them is like slight equivalent to 1.8. That's the highest they should go. Same price. I don't think the shouldn't be the same price on the Malaysian side. 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. Where's the 50? Fuck you. Where's the perfect equivalent, bro? I am annoyed. Where's the 50 mil where you need it? Here it is. Also 1661. What are these prices? $85 mil. F1.8 should be FE as well. $16 mil is full frame. Telephoto. F1.8 again. I wrote F18. Goddamn. $3.99 this time. What? There's a Mark II. Okay, this is the Mark II. Okay. 1575. Hot damn. So damn tired. Imagine dealing with this for 80 lenses. Thank God it's only like 15. I'm only halfway though. Shite. $549. Why is this so expensive? This is the most expensive one. Where's the 16 mil? My scroll wheel actually doesn't work, so I can't scroll normally. Surely the 60 mil is here somewhere. Goddamn. Does nobody sell this? I mean, it's 2322 on this side. I didn't see this lens the whole time. My eyes must have a problem. Ooh, it's cheap. $725. What? That's a steal. They're cheap. 20's not bad. What the? Huh. I mean, I say that, but what's the point of me buying so many lenses? I'll see first. Okay. Having a collection of lenses and I only have like one camera, what's the point? I need like one good lens or like 3 good lenses for at most 3 cameras, I guess. Oh, this is f2.8. Okay, understandable. I'm like, why is this so cheap? It's $725. I could get this lens just for taking photos, but I actually need to see some reviews and stuff. Did I see a 24 mil earlier? Imagine if it was on this page. It wasn't. Close, but it wasn't. Four isn't here. Okay, it is. Keeps juking me. Where did you come from? Or at least all of them are different. $545. Again, isn't that bad. It's an E-mount lens. 27 equivalent is 13.5. It's 40.5, I believe. It's almost... This is 1.2, bro. I don't even know how bright, how wide that is. That's a very fast aperture. Let me see. Not that bad actually. Oh fuck! I made him snap. Shit! God damn it! Now that is annoying. Oh! Wait, no, this is normal. I keep acting like this. This is like, oh, wait. It's normal. It's the same. So it's wide. Everything is prime. Pretty cool. Like everything is prime. Where's the 28? 1607. But for full frame lah. It's the same, right? Why did they write it twice? Huh? Yeah, this looks the same. What's the difference? I'll select it in a bit. This is about 85 equivalent, I think. Yep, 84. It's very cheap. Like it's right in the telephoto range. Wow, okay, that is cheap. It's only $12.50? Huh. Viltrox is surprising me by how cheap their lenses are. $75 equivalent. This is 32.5. Or is it 37.5? 37.5. I think this is the number, but fuck. Yes. Gives me a headache. Again, pricey, but pretty good. I say expensive, but that's cheap. It's 2003. Alright. So, what the hell is the difference between these two shits? They look like the exact same to me. It's the same goddamn photo. Why you lie to me? God damn. Viltrox consistently are some of the cheapest lenses. They offer some of the cheapest lenses available here. Alright, I guess we can do a summary as well here. So from this angle specifically, I guess. Not exclusively. But alright, so we also just went through the Viltrox lineup. Based on their page, there are currently 14 lenses. There's a duplicate, so it says 15. It ain't 15 because 2 of them are the Viltrox 13s. I guess it's so popular that they open up two product slots. But Viltrox 13 is the one I've been eyeing lately. Definitely one of the ones I'm looking for. It's pretty affordable. If I'm not mistaken, it's like let me scroll down. It's 1,008. Again, it's under 2,000 ringgit. $459. It's very cheap. So some quick facts about the Viltrox lineup of lenses. They are exclusively prime lenses, no zooms. And they have a very, very good selection of many of the prime lens focal lengths. So like they have 16 for full frame, they have 13 for APS-C, they have 75 for APS-C, they have 56mm for APS-C, they got 85 for full frame, 35 for full frame, 50 for full frame. Their most narrow aperture is at 2.8, but that lens is dirt cheap. That lens is 700 to 700 ringgit, and the equivalent is $150. It's crazy cheap, and it's not even like manual focus either. Like their manual focus lens, the 20mm manual focus full frame f1.8. That one's standard price. I believe it should be sharper for the price. But holy crap, that 20 f2.8 has autofocus at under $1,000 bucks, 1,000 ringgit, under 150, like around 150 dollars. That's crazy. Now I haven't seen the footage or haven't seen pictures, but that sounds like a deal that's a little too sweet. But hey, what do I know? All I know is the Viltrox 13 is pretty good. The Viltrox 56 is pretty good. In fact, the 75 is probably a really good focal length if I wanted a prime. This is f1.2 telephoto lens, right? The equivalent of 112 millimeters. It's pretty good, not gonna lie. So I guess that's pretty much it. So let's switch over to this one. So that's pretty much it from me. We just went through the entire list of Tamron lenses. Those were just some of the quick facts that I have found out, not looking at any of the images, but the pure written specs and pricing. So I feel like they are quite affordable, quite cheap, and they have a lot of zoom options. So I think if you guys are looking for affordable zooms, Tamron is definitely a great option. That's it from me. My name is Oscar. Thank you for checking out Brand Makers. I'll see y'all next time. I keep looking at the side. So, we have just gone through the entire Viltrox lineup of lenses for the Sony E-Mount, and they have 14 lenses, all exclusively primes. So those were some of the quick facts of the lens. So those are some of the quick facts for Viltrox lenses for the E-Mount. And if you're, in my opinion, if you want affordable prime lenses to figure out, like after figuring out what focal length you like shooting with, or you want to go head first into trying, I think Viltrox is a great starting point. Because I already heard great things about the Viltrox 13mm for APS-C. I've heard good things for the Viltrox 16. Of course, more popular is the Sigma 16. But overall, I think Viltrox isn't bad of an option if you are going very low in budget. So again, that's it from me. My name's Oscar. Thank you for watching this week's Brand Makers. I'll see y'all next time. So funniest thing is, I still gotta close the stream. Okay, so surprisingly, this wasn't too bad. I went through about 30 lenses. 1 hour 40 minutes is not that bad. In fact, it's still decently early. I still got time to do whatever. But what I learned from this, good. My A10 Mini Pro ISO finally has a use as a switcher. I have my ZV-E10. I have my ZV-1 dual cam setup. Perfect. Now, I'm also imagining, right, if I want to go full 4 camera setup, what can I do? How can I afford that? Now, I will eventually get my third lens for like APS-C, interchangeable lens cameras, and if the ZV-1 still hangs around, I'll see what I can do. If not, I'm actually convinced that the ZV-1 Mark 1 is a really good camera. The only problem is, currently, the only problem I faced, not counting the limitations of it as a camera, those are focal length and aperture, those are satisfactory enough. My only cons is definitely I would prefer it to be a tighter zoom, but it is a standard lens equivalent for full frame, so that it's perfect for most people. I'm just that guy that likes zooming, and I don't like walking to you. Okay, screw you. The main drawback is its low light capability is genuinely not that strong. It's a 1-inch sensor that doesn't have a strong enough capable sensor for like high ISO situations. I'm grateful for the 1.8 aperture. I'm grateful I can go stop down even lower to 1 out of 60. But for video, that ain't enough. That ain't enough. The ISO needs to be higher. So if they ever make like an improvement to this specifically, I think just boosting the amount you can do might be better. Now my thoughts is, after playing with this, I genuinely don't think the Mark II is that necessary of a product. Not because at like arm's length, without any accessories, the Mark II is better for vlogging at its widest aperture. But if I'm not mistaken, it's f2 compared to this f1.8. Not that big of a difference, but it is there. Secondly, the zoom range, because it's 18, if I'm not mistaken, 18 to 50, it's f2 to f4. I'll put an asterisk if I'm wrong, but f2 to f4. So f4 at 50 mil is not that wide of a range, and the variable ND is quite drastic for a short range like that. I'm not going for it, and cause you will know the variable ND triggers for like the first half of the zoom. So 16 to 30, you will go from 2 to 4 aperture, right? f2 to 4, it's quite a big jump, and it's not that much zoom just yet. Now f4 is fine. I am using an f4 lens. It's fine. You can be better, but it's fine. But that's where this Mark I is more appealing to me, right? Anyway, those are my thoughts on the ZV-1. I think that it's a pretty good camera, the Mark I. The 1F, I think it has a very special place, like a very limited niche position in the market, like a high quality webcam for 2,000 ringgit or 500 bucks give or take. I'm not getting it. If I were to get multiple cameras for a podcast, I'm actually thinking of going for an A6400 or anything like that, like APS-C in the 6000 line from the past 8 years, 10 years. As long as they have a micro HDMI, decent enough ISO, 1080p, I think they can work, right? I saw a second-hand A6400 for 2005. I bought this camera, the ZV-E10, for 3005. And of course, it depends whether it got body or not, whether it's like just the body or like with the kit lens or whatever. Even the kit lens is fine, to be honest. I don't mind, because eventually I have more than enough lenses for like 4 setups if I wanted to. But A50, A5000 I think also has a micro HDMI. Its highest is probably like 1080p 30 or 1080p 60, which is capable for this setup. I don't know, just considering. Also, the Insta360 X4 just got announced. 8K 360 footage. Sounds amazing. 8K at 30 FPS. And I think it goes about 10K for time lapses. Like currently my favorite mode for the X3 is actually time lapse, because it's the highest quality footage the camera can offer, especially when it's like I want to show more of the scene than the minute stuff like vlogging, you know. Thanks to my Langkawi trip, which I'll be doing, which I'll be talking about in the next stream on brand makers specifically, where I'm gonna talk about my camera gear and what I've learned. I made a whole concise list. This channel's for rambling, guys. That channel's for a little bit more concise detail. But amazing trip. made me use a lot of my gear in different scenarios. And look forward to that stream on Brand Makers. Make sure to subscribe over there. I will check. Wait, I will definitely. I'd love to have you guys there tomorrow. And I guess that's pretty much it for this stream. I should probably go take a shower now. Anyways, good try, good test, everything good. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.